Next on Images Imagenes, the beauty, pageantry, and proud tradition of the Spanish flamenco. Saludos, I'm Miguel Perez. Webster's Dictionary defines it as a Spanish dance to guitar music. But flamenco is so much more than that. It's the essence of a culture, the history of a nation, the majestic beauty of an exquisite art form. Today we are privileged to have with us the Alborada Spanish Dance Theater. This New Jersey-based company has been nationally recognized by the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. The 17-member troupe, under the direction of Eva Lucena, embraces the folk arts of Spain with theatrical presentations, elaborate costumes, and an authentic repertoire of flamenco that features some of the best performers in the world. Among them is the master of masters in flamenco, Jesus Cano, and the outstanding performer, Lisa Botalico. We are now joined by Eva Lucena, who is the proud director and co-founder of the Alborada Spanish Dance Theater. Welcome to the program. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to be here.
Tell us about the origin of flamenco. Where does it come from?
Flamenco is a mixture of Moorish, Andalusian, and Gypsy. And the Gypsies came from India. And they took two routes. One through the south, in through Egypt, into southern Spain. And the other route went through the north into Hungary and France. And they came through about 1,000 years ago into Egypt, stayed there for a few hundred years, and came up through the south of Spain into Granada, then dispersed throughout the caves. They lived a lot in caves for many years.
Now, one of the main ingredients of the flamenco is the castanets. Was it always there? When did they come into the picture?
Castanets were not brought in the picture until about 100 years ago, because in those days the Gypsies didn't have even the guitar. They used their fingers, they used their arms, they used their upper body. And that's why I want to have Chavela show you a little bit of the castanets, but also the upper body.
Well, let's have Chavela show us.
Chavela is one of the principal dancers of my company, and she's also going to be participating in the Metropolitan Opera production of Carmen this year.
Show us how the castanets work, Chavela.
One is the female is on the right side, and this is the male. The female does all the rhythm, the female does all the trilling, and the male is the rhythm part. And also note the upper body, and the arms are from Moorish and from Indian descent.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me about the significance of the footwork, especially in the male dancer.
That's a macho thing. Every Spanish male dancer absolutely has to have great footwork, otherwise he's not considered a great dancer. And no better than demonstrating is Jesus Cano, a resident guest artist.
Jesús, enséñanos cómo trabajan los pies de un bailarín.
Muy bien. Eso es. Ya está.
Si lo dejamos bailar el día entero.
Sí, sí, claro.
He wanted to go on, didn't he?
Quiere hacerlo.
Tell us about the shawls and the fans, the significance about the costumes that you wear.
All you see on the fans, you can understand, it's a flirtatious. A man gave a woman a fan, it was an intimate gift. The fans came in about 200 years ago, and they were picked up from the Cuban influence when Spain went into the Americas. And they brought back and incorporated into their dances. And that's very flirtatious.
You have a very beautiful shawl on.
Yes.
So tell me about that.
These shawls most of them come from Manila in the Philippines. They're called mantones de Manila. And they came into Spain about in the 18th century. They were used as decorative pieces. Then the women started wearing them around their shoulders. And then, again, because of the influences from the Americas, they became part of the dance form.
So now you use it when you're dancing, and it actually adds certain things to the dance?
Yes, certain dances from the south of Spain, such as caracoles, guajiras, which have a Cuban and sounding name, we use shawls and fans. See, and we're going to demonstrate in a little while.
And what is the next dance we're going to see?
Caracoles.
Tell me about caracoles. What does that mean? Seashells?
It's a spiral because you'll see the movements of what we do. It's very spirally, the way we sort of do all the movements. And this is brought back from the influence from the conquistadores.
Before we take a look at the caracoles on stage, let's see a small sampling on this Andalusian dance on video.
balanza. Hay dos corazones a un tiempo. Está puesto en la balanza. Hay uno pidiendo justicia y otro pidiendo venganza. Hay uno pidiendo justicia y otro pidiendo venganza. Yo pego un tiro al aire, cayó en la arena y confianza en el hombre nunca la tenga. Nunca la tenga, hermana, nunca la tenga. Ay, yo pego un tiro al aire, cayó en la arena. Y el que dirá, o que dirá, que dirá, o que dirá. Y el que tiene que decir que yo te quiero, que yo te adoro, que yo me muero.
We are now joined by two of the best flamenco dancers in the world, Lisa Botalico, who came here directly from Spain, and the maestro, Jesus Cano. Welcome to the program. It's a pleasure having you here. Lisa, let's start with you. How does this flamenco tradition, culture, dance, music influence your life?
Well, flamenco takes over your life. If you let it into your life, it takes over, and it allows you a wonderful expression of pride and pain, suffering, and happiness also. It encompasses everything that your life has.
So it's a way for you to express what's going on in your life
At
as
that
well?
moment, at that very moment, what's happening on stage and in your life.
And let me turn to Spanish here and talk to Jesús a little bit. Jesús, tell me, dime, tú has viajado por el mundo entero representando esa gran cultura que es el flamenco. ¿Qué significa para ti traer esa cultura a los Estados Unidos?
Para mí significa, es un valor muy importante que nosotros tenemos con la danza española, llevando la cultura por todas las partes del mundo, porque la palabra danza española, flamenco, es misterio, es duende, es vida. Porque la vida es el baile y no se puede vivir sin bailar.
Let me try to translate that. It's a long translation, but I basically asked him what it means for him to have traveled all over the world and to be bringing this Spanish flamenco culture to the United States. And he told me it's a great step because flamenco is life, is everything. Es todo para él, is everything for him. And so to introduce, he basically is telling me that he's an ambassador of Spanish culture, in not only throughout the whole world, but especially now in the United States. What does it mean to you, Lisa, to be performing here in this country and be bringing Spanish? There are a lot of Hispanic people here, as you know, hay muchos hispanos en este país. ¿Qué significa para ti traer esa cultura a los hispanos de este país?
Significa mucho traer sobre todo la cultura, las raíces de la danza española, porque el arte español nunca se puede olvidar. Y para mí es muy importante estar con la danza, con el flamenco a todos los hispanos.
You tell me what he said in English.
Well, for me, Spanish dance is so important to bring to the young people because they need to learn about this beautiful culture. And with Alborada Latina, we have that wonderful opportunity to bring culture to the schools and to the young people growing up. So they don't.
Jesus also mentioned that it's important for him to bring flamenco tradition to Latinos in the United States. So he's actually crossing that bridge not only to the American people in the United States, but also to remind Latinos what their roots are all about. And he mentioned roots. It's very important to preserve those Spanish roots. It's a pleasure having you here. It's really wonderful to see our culture expressed the way you people express it. It's really a wonderful thing. We have two of the best musicians, flamenco. It's also very important, we should point out, those two people behind us are very important to flamenco. Tell us about the importance of the guitarist and the singer to the flamenco music.
We dance to them. They inspire us on the moment. We are singing, we are dancing to the cante, to the singing, and to the guitar playing. They mean everything to the dancer.
And regardless of how good they are, or if they're good, you can do it better.
You do it better.
So it really takes a good guitarist and a good singer for you to really show your best stuff.
It's the three. It's the three together.
Everything works together. Yes. And today we should mention that we have two of the best in our area. Carlos Rebollar is on the guitar and singer Maria de Jerez. Thank you for being here with us. We appreciate it. If you want to know more about flamenco, you should contact the Alborada Spanish Dance Theater in East Brunswick, New Jersey at 732-631 613-4519, 732-613-4519. And don't forget to watch us at ImagesImagenes on the website, www.njlatinos.com. We leave you with more exciting flamenco music and dance by the New Jersey's own Alborada Spanish Dance Theater. Hasta pronto.
María.